Alright, welcome to my channel. This is Lock Chuck. What I'm going to be trying today is to pick this Abloy Classic, like a Camelot, almost, I guess, like a cabinet lock cylinder. If I get it turned. So, all you're going to see, this one only turns 90 degrees once it's unlocked, so you can see the stop there. That's unlocked, and that's locked, that's unlocked, and then here he is. So there is the key. Almost every position has to turn. The only zero bitting is at the very beginning and the end. And it's typical Abloy. The first cut, well, the first cut isn't quite a 5, but the last few cuts appear to be like 5s. So that may be like a 4 or something. So anyway, we'll give it a try. See what I can do here. So let me get it in the vise. And I'm gonna try to put it in the vise, make sure it still turns in such a way that you can kind of see what's going on with my pick. All right, so first I'm gonna turn everything clockwise. This is a new pick I just got in the mail, little Chinese pick, but all I did really to change it is just I ground this down a little bit thinner. It wouldn't fit in the lock very well, so I ground that thinner so I could have a little bit more movement in the lock. So let me get this in there. All right, and try to go all the way back. All right, so what I'm gonna do, just so to help you see it, is I'm gonna just turn this lock just a little bit so you can see what I'm kind of going by the numbers on these. I'm still learning, and it helps me to kind of look at the numbers a little bit. So all right, so I should be all the way back. I'm spinning freely, so I am hopefully just past that last disc. So I'm going to apply tension with this side, and I'm going to try to get on the first disc. So this feels like the first disc, and I'm going to just turn it until it was binding. So it kind of frees up. As you can see there, holding tension on it. I can go to 3 to 5, so I'm thinking that's about right. I'm hoping that one's set. So I'm gonna go a little bit forward, go in between the discs, and go back to 0 and see if the next one's binding. It's binding a little bit. Click there, and now it's moving pretty freely. Almost 1 to 3, so that one's, I'm gonna leave that one alone. So go to the next one. See if it's binding. It's binding a little bit. Alright, so right there I get the most movement. So I'm gonna go to the next one. That one's not really binding. So let me go to the next one. This one's binding. A little jump right there. And I got a pretty good sweep there. So I'm going to leave that one. Go back. Let's see. Jumped a lot of false gates here. So that one's only moving 1. That one's not quite, well, that one's moving about 2, but that one's moving 2. So see how that moves almost 2 slots. If I go to 3, that one moves 2 slots, and a 1. So, all right. So on a 5, It's not moving 2, but it moves past that one. So I'm going to try to, I think that's a 5. The 2 false gates were identical. And let's see what this one does. Alright, so 5 there. See, this one I think it's a 5 as well, and it moved past the 4. Because on the 1 and 0 gate and a 5 gate, it's not going to give you very much. But this one is going past the 4, so I'm going to leave that one. Alright, so this one, not much binding on this one, but it does let loose right there. You can see I go past the 0 and past the 1 there, so I believe that's a 0 cut. So this one I think was a 5. Alright, so that one's a 5. Yep, and then this one was somewhere. Still got a pretty good movement out of that one. Let's see where's this one at? Right there. Okay, so that one's not right because it's not getting any movement out of that. Not much movement there. A little bit, but not quite too. Try my. Maybe a 5. I can go to there, but I can't get back to there. So let's see, anywhere else. Get a little bit of movement, but that's not quite 2 spaces like the rest have been. Doesn't want to go back. There we go. Had to let up off a lot of tension to get it to go back to 0. Which I know, just looking at the key, there isn't any 0 cuts, but I felt like I dropped on 3. Okay, we'll leave it at 3 for now. What's this one? This one is a feeling like, let's check something else with this one. Alright, that one may be a 5. I'm going past the 5 and a past the 4, so let's leave that one there. Okay, this one's still got a lot of play in that right there, so I'm going to leave that alone. And this one, where you at? Right now I got it on a 4, and let's check another. Gritty binding, and then it just lets. You probably heard that click, so I'm gonna leave that one. Now it's just a matter of finding who's left. This one's kind of in between, so let me see. All right, let's say that's good. Say that one's good. Not quite. So that one's moving between 2 completely, so and then nope. So I think that one's a 3 because it's moving between 2. Okay, and then this one. It's quite giving me 2 here, so let's see what else I can do with this one. Whoa, that was it. Just had to get that one. So if you look right here, I am turning. So that is it. It is open. All right. Whew. So see if I can get my stuff out of here and we'll take this apart. I'll show you everything is still in this lock. If I can get it out, there we go. All right. So these are not that easy to get apart. First, I'm gonna take this nut off. These rings, these are just for the locking mechanism and this is the limiter. This limits just the 90 degree. If you take this off, it will allow the lock to spin all the way around. So I'm gonna take this off too. All right. So the way this one comes apart, I've actually got it bent up so it wouldn't take so long for the video. It's bent up right here. Usually this is flat, and this ring, there's a little notch kind of cut right here, I think, for this ring to feed in and out of. So I'm going to take, hopefully, just take this pair of pliers, grab that little, which I bent it up already, and hopefully this will just cooperate and spin right out. All right. Okay. So there's that retaining ring. Kind of get some room here so I can lay these out. All right. So here, make sure they all come out. Oops, they kind of. All right. So that's everything out of the lock. So hopefully these didn't flip over. So there should be the first disc. Should be a spacer. Second disc and a spacer, which kind of worries me that was flipped over. Gotta get me another pin and tray for disc detainers. So there's the next disc. Let's see how that looks compared to that. Another spacer. Trying to get these laid out a good way. All right. Another disc. Spacer. All right, that's all the discs out. So that's what right there is where the sidebar sits, and the sidebar, once you get it into the correct gate on here, it'll allow it to drop down. So let's see. So I'm gonna zoom in. See if I can zoom in a little bit here. Let's see. Sorry about the shaking. I'm just trying to zoom in so you can see this stuff better. All right. So. All right, I'll kind of just, you give me a pointer. All right, so here, disc 1, there's only one gate. And again, I was tensioning off of disc 1 and disc 2. So they turn fully to the right already. So you notice disc 1 doesn't have that little tab, so you can't tension technically off disc 1, you're tensioning off of disc 2. It's just disc 1 has to be in the right position. Okay, which I guess, yeah, well, I may be counting these backwards. I guess this is technically disc 1. This is the one. Well, no, oh, I'm right, that's disc 1. Yeah, I get it straight. So that's one the closest to the kiwi. That one spins, so I'll take that back. I was tensioning off of here. So this is disc 1. This one just spins around freely. That's on the outside of the core. Matter of fact, let's see. I had another one here. Let's see. I don't see it. But anyway, I'll show you that disc, if you look at it, can spin freely. If you're looking at the front of the lock, it can just turn around and around, so you can't tension off of that one. So that's just two. I was not tensioning off it. So it's got two gates. You can see the gates there. Only the bar will only go down completely in one of those, I guess. Let's see. It's hard to tell if there's that much difference, but I guess there's just enough. Yeah. So it's hard. That one, kind of tell. Let me see. So that one. Yeah, you can see that this one looks like a false gate. See and then this one, it allows it to drop down just a little bit deeper. So yeah. Here you've got some false gates. There's your true gate, but look how shallow these are. That's why, you know, it doesn't. They're a little bit wider, but you can tell it doesn't drop down in there. It's kind of like gritty, and then boom, it drops. So sorry about the sound effects, but all right. So this one's only kind of it's got a little false gate there and a little false gate there, but like I said, you'll feel it's kind of gritty, and then it just like drops. And a lot of times when it does that, I've been noticing I feel that the tension will kind of actually give a little bit because it allows this to drop more. Again here, let's see. That one looks like the true gate. That one looks like a false gate. Of course, this one you can definitely tell. There's two false gates. There's a false gate and a little false gates, but it's gritty. I mean, it's kind of tough to turn in, and it all of a sudden just drops right into that. And this one, look how close these two are. Wow. So that one looks false, and that one looks like a true gate. And same with this one, false, maybe true. So yeah, I think that's the true gate there. And so I guess this was the disc, one of the discs we were tensioning off of. It's a little bit wider. I don't know why that gate's wider there, but this one and this one were the ones we're tensioning off, you know, anyway. So anyway, but okay. Well, thanks. Let's see. Zoom back out. Thanks for watching. And yeah, this is my first Abloy detainer I got picked. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you got some information out of it. Have a good day.